Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Friday, October 28th, 2022, and we have a co-host in the background. You'll see Alieska is having a little beauty treatment going on back there while I make the video, so I'm being well supervised. In this video, I wanted to take a quick look at the Schumann Resonance. That, if you haven't heard the term before, think of it as the heartbeat of the earth. Measuring the Schumann resonance has only been happening since about the 1970s, although they started speaking about it. Physicist Dr. Schumann came up with the theory back in the 1950s. And the heartbeat of the earth has had some fluctuations, but they're getting to be more intense. And let me just give you one example. The Schumann resonance on the 31st of January in 2017 hit an all-time high of 36. And everybody thought that was incredible. Yesterday, there was a spike in the Schumann resonance. It hit 50. 50. Now, when the resonance, the resonance is there, it's a global electromagnetic measurement of the frequencies of the earth. Again, just think heartbeat, because I'm very much a layman, and I know most of you are, and if you're not, hey, just remember my videos are for entertainment purposes, so I don't have to go too terribly deep, do I, when I'm talking about a topic? I hope not. I hope not. But one of the reasons I wanted to talk about the Schumann resonance is earlier this month, I got an email from a subscriber, and they had a question about the Schumann resonance. Now, back in early October, after a lot of activity in September, the Schumann resonance had gone through a more dormant period, more latent, lower scores. So I'm going to read this email to you. Aloha, Laura. The Schumann resonance on planet is very calm right now after weeks of off-the-chart readings. Now we're back into them. Could you inquire if our planet is actually a very intelligently designed, sentient being made to create with us? And are we now going to actually have a very real taste of that creation process kicking into gear very soon? So I just thought that was a really interesting question. And that's what we're going to be asking the cards tonight. The Schumann resonance. And in a second, I'll show you a couple places I looked for some information on them. Are we now going to actually have, is it actually a very intelligently designed sentient being made to create with us? Okay, now I'm going to share a couple things with you first. Okay, on disclosurenews.it, they keep track. It's one of the spots. There's several. If you do your due diligence and do some searching, you'll see they keep track of the Schumann resonance. And I liked down here that it breaks it down into amplitude, quality, frequency max, frequency minimum. And some of the comments there were over 1,200 comments. Some of them were kind of enlightening. But you can see that they've had some big spikes going on. Okay, so another spot I had is in firstpersonaldevelopment.com. They had a really nice article about the effect of Schumann resonance on humans. One of the reasons I made this video today was because I've had people saying that they're noticing that people in the truther community are kind of sniping at each other, that awake friends are quibbling and having petty arguments and just not acting like their true self. Okay, so when the Schumann resonance spikes, you feel like time is accelerating. It is a chance to awaken your conscious, discover your true potential. I think that there's some discomfort involved with it. Okay. Okay, so many people around the world report tiredness, depression, dizziness, existential, impure. And these feelings happen because we're living in a process of adaptation. We find it hard to get into tune with the new frequency of the earth, which is normal. Okay. Anyway, you can discover hidden talents. I just thought this was a really adapting our DNA. And a conclusion. Not a very long article, but you might want to check it out. Okay. Firstpersonaldevelopment.it. And I haven't checked, I'm not recommending it for other things, but I'm going to be doing a little more diving in there because it looked like they cover some topics that are pretty interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the camera and we'll do some shuffling and see what the universe wants us to know. And again, our question for the cards is our planet actually a very intelligently designed sentient being made to create with us? I'm going to tack on, or is there other information about the Schumann resonance measurements that the universe would like us to know, insights or information? But the basic question is our planet a very intelligently designed sentient being? Interesting topic, at least for me. Okay, our first card is the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Star card, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, Six of Wands, Ace of Cups, we're getting a yes here, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so our question about the Schumann resonance, or the heartbeat of the earth, is indicated by the Knight of Pentacles, a stability card, a dependability card. And I think what we're getting here is a nod that we can depend on our earth to provide for us, and it should be rather a symbiotic type of relationship where we care for the earth as much as the earth cares for us. That hasn't always been the case, but I have no doubt that in the future it will be. Now, our question was clarified by the Star card. That's a card of optimism and harmony and creative power. And so our earth has a lot of creative power. And we were asking, is our earth actually an intelligently designed sentient being that is able to co-create with us? And we are definitely getting a yes on that. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Swords showing up here to indicate both the Schumann resonance and our beautiful earth. And the Queen of Swords is a card that shows clear thinking. So we've got some stability showing up here, creative, clear thinking. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is kind of a take a rest card. Okay, it's also a card where you don't have all the facts and information at your fingertips. Possibly there's something that's not quite obvious, but that's okay. It's not preventing the rest and relaxation from happening. So the Schumann resonance, whatever causes the heartbeat of the earth, I don't know that we're going to get a full universal answer from that, but that's okay. Because we do have the knowledge now that the heartbeat of the earth is something we can depend on, co-create with. There's love and creative ability going on here. Now, we're having for the near future. This is interesting. We have the Six of Wands. And so that is a card of happiness. It's a card of victory. It's showing us, and then it's aspected so well with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is another creativity card. So we've got lots of creativity card going. We're getting a yes, 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 yes. Your earth has a heartbeat. You have a heartbeat. You can create things together. And we have a beautiful card on the other side of it too. The Ten of Pentacles. Now, normally tens mean the ending of something. In this case, it's just coming to fruition. See, Pentacles are an earth sign. So they're about real things like real estate, wealth, minerals, things like that. And so what they're saying is the earth, again, is more than capable of caring for we, God's children, and is willing to do that and more than capable of doing it. Let's get a couple of your cards and see if there's information about the Schumann resonance, or more importantly, the heartbeat of the earth that the universe would like us to know about. We have the Three of Cups going on. Since this isn't a political question, this just means celebration, okay? And I believe our earth is happy that we are starting to recognize that it is not just a clump of mud, okay? We are coming to an end of an era for our earth, for our planetary cycle. And it's one that we're being reassured over and over again to keep our eyes on the prize as things move forward. The Devil card's showing up, and I didn't preview these, so give me a second to see what this means. I think what this is again saying is the end of a chapter of our Earth cycle and human history and development is coming to an end. It hasn't been pretty, but we're getting reassured that it is coming to an end, and the future's looking pretty bright. So we are electrical creatures. Our brains actually create and fire with electricity. And the earth has a heartbeat that's electromagnetic or electricity also. As we have more technology in our lives, more appliances and things like that in our homes, it's easy to lose touch with the heartbeat of the earth. I was reading today that some tribes in Africa, when they want to remove evil spirits from someone, they actually, and this comes from being tied to the earth without the modern convenience distractions, that their ceremony involves doing things to a beat. And scientists have discovered that that rhythm they use matches exactly the Schumann resonance, or the heartbeat of the earth. And it allows them to access and channel power that helps them to get the healing that they're seeking for whoever they're doing the ceremony for. I just thought that was beautiful. So I would advise you, if you find that you are having trouble getting along with your neighbor, if you find that you're having trouble getting along with other people, if you're feeling a little out of sorts, remember, we hit an all-time high, or one of the all-time highs yesterday with the Schumann resonance. And it's going to have us feeling a little odd. It's okay. And in the meantime, to get in touch with the earth, turn some things off, go outside, get barefoot if, as long as you won't freeze your toes off, get grounded, and take a minute to feel the heartbeat of the earth. And don't let the distractions of our modern world and politics and who's right and who's wrong interfere with that, because we were created, and we were created to not have a life of constant fear and anxiety and stress. But only you can choose to turn it off for a little bit and get in touch with nature, with your heartbeat, with the heartbeat of the earth, and go, okay, I can do this. Because you can. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. And I hope you'll take that minute or more that you need to keep yourself grounded and hopeful, not hopeful with politics, but just hopeful that there's a chapter, an earth chapter that's coming to an end, and we're alive at a time when we'll probably get to see it. And I think that's pretty exciting, because it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be some really nice changes coming along. So until next time, I send you love, I send you light, and I wish you the best of everything. Good night.